And now from our studios in downtown Winnipeg, it's time for 107 Live.
Live in the Diamond Lane. You just heard the playing of Kurt Tittlemier. Kurt, that was absolutely marvelous. I mean, I was totally enthralled by your playing. I just so enjoyed that. Thanks so much for doing this.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you back here in the Classic 107 studio. Not only are you a gifted guitarist, but you're also the executive director of the Winnipeg Classical Guitar Society.
Yes, I am. I'm the president of the Guitar Society, yes.
Well, and I mean, you guys have been, it's been another busy season thus far. We're midway through. How's it been so far? How's it been feeling?
It's been great, yeah. We're off to a great start. We've had 2 international concerts to start off the season. And we have lots coming up yet this year. So the majority of our programming is actually in the winter months, which works really well in Winnipeg because I find that Winnipeggers love to take in music to kind of warm us up and get us through our winters. So we have lots of concerts, but we've had one concert so far with an artist from Russia.
Yeah, Artyom Vervoyed.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a great pleasure to have here in the studio. I mean, an incredibly talented player. And then Michael had the opportunity to chat with Chalil as well, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, 2 international artists. Why is it important to bring international artists here to Winnipeg?
I think it's just exciting. You know, we're a collection of guitarists and guitar enthusiasts at the Guitar Society. And it's wonderful, this repertoire, to see someone from a different part of the world and their interpretations, and also the level of playing. It's just remarkable. And we're lucky in that in this instrument, it's not like a string quartet or a singer with an accompanist or something like that. It's just one person. So it is kind of easier for us to bring in these people from all over. Many of them are on tours and they can stop in Winnipeg. And we just find that exciting. It's kind of like a gateway into a different part of the world.
No kidding. And so who is going to be coming in the new year?
The new year, for international artists, we have 2 concerts. One is on January 19th, which is coming up close, and that's Thomas Villotto, who's from France. And he's recently started a job at Peabody Conservatory in Baltimore. Yeah. And he's coming up just special for Winnipeg. It's not part of a tour. And he's been here before, probably about 5 or 6 years ago when he won a big competition. It was part of a tour. He stopped at Winnipeg, and it was great, to connect with him. And he's enthusiastic to come back. And then in the spring, on April 6th, our season finale is with the Beijing Guitar Duo, which will be a sensational concert.
So lots to look forward to in the new year.
Yeah.
I know with the Winnipeg Classical Guitar Society, it's not just promoting international artists, but it's also really important to highlight local talent as well. And you guys do that through the Frets Alive series, which gets going in the new year, right?
Yes. So the last couple of years, we've just started kind of in the winter months with Frets Alive again. And Frets Alive is just about Manitoba classical guitarists. And we have tons of talent here. The people that perform on this series some of them are university students, that they're maybe classical guitar performance majors, and right up to people that have been performing for 30, 40 years professionally in classical guitar. So it's really a wide selection of diverse classical guitar artists that we showcase in our series.
So Frets Alive gets going on January 5th, right at the beginning of the new year.
Yes.
Who's going to be performing?
That is kind of like a Brandon concert. It's featuring Paul Madrega, who's the guitar instructor at Brandon University, and his teacher, who was David Leckman, who lives in Winnipeg. David commuted back and forth for years. I think David taught for over 30 years at Brandon School of Music. And Dave's still teaching lots in Winnipeg. And you can't really play guitar in Winnipeg without coming across David Leckman at some time. He's just been, he's taught so many people in this community, and he's at every concert, and we're happy to present his concert this time.
Oh, what a good start to the season. After that, you get to take the stage.
Yes.
I know that's one of your concerts coming up with some guests, with some details to be announced.
Yes.
So people can take in some more of your playing. We just heard a little bit of it to begin the segment. And then in March, you guys are heading in a different direction.
Yes. So this is a really exciting concert, and we're excited to put it on. It has Rodrigo Muñez, who's been in classical with
Oh, he totally has.
And he's just this charismatic, talented musician.
Oh, yeah.
He's very entertaining to watch and a very high-level musician. So he is playing classical guitar with violin and cello, I believe. And they often have, they play some tangos, and there's some influence of, he's a big promoter of Latin music in town. And he will be sharing the concert with Philippe Munier, which I'm not sure if you guys have ever had. He's a fantastic guitarist, and he specializes in flamenco. And he will be performing with flamenco dancers. And so it's a classical guitar concert, but definitely with a Latin flair. And that concert will be at CCFM. And we will have a full stage with lighting and dancers and everything. So it'll be kind of a different
Talk about a showcase. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like more of a spectacle than anything. And I feel like, especially on this day, on this first official formal day of winter, knowing that there's some warm flamenco and some warm Latin American music coming as part of the Frets Alive series, I think there's lots to look forward in the new year for the Winnipeg Classical Guitar Society. I want to thank you so much for coming by this afternoon, Kurt. It's been a real pleasure to have you here.
Thanks for having
me. Would you mind playing one more before you go? What are we going to hear?
I thought, to be part of the festive season and Christmas and everything, I'm actually going to play Auld Lang Syne.
Oh, lovely. All right. This is the first time we've had it here in the Diamond Lane, I think. So here is Kurt Tittlemier on the guitar performing Auld Lang Syne. Live in the Diamond Lane, you just heard the playing of Kurt Tittlemier. Kurt, thanks so much for coming by Classic 107. A pleasure as always to see you.
It's great to see you.
And if you're looking for more information on the Winnipeg Classical Guitar Society, you should head to their website, winnipegclassicalguitarsociety.com. They get going early in the new year 2019 with their first of the Frets Alive series, January 5th, 2 p.m. at 603 Wellington Crescent.
From our studios in downtown Winnipeg, you've been listening to 107 Live, Classic 107's Intimate Concert Series, the soundtrack for your life.